Hi, it's Larry Herb, Xbox Live's Major Nelson here in Detroit at the North American Auto Show. Now think of this as E3, but for the auto industry. And I am here with some really important guys. Right here is Raj Nair. Raj, you are the Vice President of Product Development here at Ford, is that right?
That's right, yep.
All right, and of course Dan Greenawalt from our friends over at Turn 10. This is an amazing, amazing partnership. But Raj, I want to talk about what you do at Ford.
Well, I had a great team of designers, engineers, and technicians that develop great cars, trucks, and utilities.
Like this little guy right in front of us.
Like this little guy right here, yeah, the new F-150 Raptor for this year. It's an all-new Raptor. It's based on our new F-150, which is the first vehicle that's using aluminum. The cab's entirely aluminum in mass production. And by doing that, we've taken 500 pounds out of the vehicle versus the old Raptor. We've also put in a brand new engine. It's a 3.5 liter V6, over 400 horsepower, more than the 6.2 liter V8 that it replaces. And we've also completely redone the suspension, frame, and chassis. Bigger dampers, better approach angle. So for almost everything that the performance enthusiast, the off-road performance enthusiast is looking for, is better on this truck.
Now Dan, Forza fans recognize this car. You told me an interesting data point about the Raptor.
The Raptor is one of the most popular cars we've had in Forza Motorsport. It was really popular with downloads and players just love it. And to us, it wasn't nearly as surprising as you might think. I mean, F-150, incredibly popular truck, and also, just look at it, it's a monster. And so being able to take that on the track with the diversity of vehicle we have and choose whatever line you want to take through the corkscrew, for example.
So do people, I mean, people must think that this is really just a race car in a truck's clothing, is that right?
Well, it's an off-road, it's almost a trophy truck in a production truck's clothing. And you're right, on the racetrack, it certainly can take some lines that other cars can't.
All right, let's go take a look at the next vehicle.
Sounds good.
Now, Raj, people will recognize this. This has the unmistakable lines of the Mustang.
Absolutely. This is the Shelby GT350R. So this is the most track-focused, street-legal Mustang we've ever done.
What does that mean?
Well, starting off, a completely unique engine. It's got a 5.2 liter V8 with a flat plane crank architecture. That's an architecture that's really unique to either race cars or European sports cars. It really lets the engine spin with low inertia and great efficiency. We've taken a lot of weight out of the vehicle. And so anything that was on this vehicle that didn't make it go faster on the track, we took out. So air conditioning is out, radio is out.
Is that an option?
Rear seats out. Yeah, you can order that stuff back in, but if you're track focused, we really wanted to take weight out, and we ended up taking about 130 pounds out.
Wow.
It's also the first mass-produced car with carbon fiber wheels.
Okay.
So in total, those carbon fiber wheels have taken about 50 pounds of unsprung weight out.
Okay.
We've also lowered and have a modified suspension with modified adaptive shocks for real race tuning. And this front splitter here, as well as the rear wing at the rear, are really generating a lot of downforce without much drag. So it's about as track focused as a Mustang as you're going to find.
All right, now Dan, we have to have this in the next Forza game.
Well, in the GT350, we absolutely will have. This car is incredibly well tuned, and I can't wait to put my hands on it. I mean, honestly, as a car guy, you know, seeing Mustang put to this level of performance is really, really exciting. And also, that flat plane crank V8 is just, you know, it's kind of mythical beast in a sense. You know, it's one of those engines that if you follow motorsport, you know about, and obviously the exotics as well. But to see it come into, you know, domestic, into a Mustang, and that huge, you know, 5.2 liter, it's really unprecedented. So,
yeah, this is the largest displacement flat plane crank engine in existence.
So she is built for speed.
Absolutely.
All right, let's take a look at the next one. All right, gentlemen, now here we have it. This is what some are calling the star of the show. Raj, tell us about this beauty.
Well, this is the all-new Ford GT. Obviously a technology showcase for us as a company. Starting off with lightweighting, so full carbon fiber tub, all carbon fiber body panels, aluminum front and rear structure, high-strength steel roll cage. Then on the powertrain side, super efficiency with a 3.5 liter V6 twin turbo engine with over 600 horsepower. And then on aerodynamics, you know, we gave the team two goals. One, generate really low drag, tremendous downforce, design it in the wind tunnel, but but it's also got to honor the heritage of the GT. So looking at it, you can clearly see the relationship of this vehicle, to the two vehicles behind me, the original GT40 and the 05 GT. But yet it's completely modern as well. And the fact that it just came out beautiful, I think this is a testament to the work that the team did on it.
Now, Dan, what did you think when you saw this car for the first time? Because you've seen this, obviously, before the unveil.
It's stunning. You look at the front, you can see the heritage, but it's not mired in heritage at all. It's thoroughly modern. And when I started hearing about the technology that went into it, and again, we were onboarded, thankfully, very early. It's really been a collaborative process, fantastic exposure into Ford's design center and how Ford does work. I've been floored.
Well, it is a beautiful car. Listen, Raj, I know you need to get going, so Dan and I are going to stay here for just a minute and talk about Ford. So I will let you go. Thank you for joining us
Thanks
today.
for coming, guys.
Congratulations
Thanks for having
on a great
me.
show.
Take care.
Now, Dan, you've got some great news for Forza fans.
Well, it's great news that Forza Motorsport 6 has been announced. But also, Ford is throughout Forza Motorsport. It's throughout Forza Horizon. So even right now, you can go into Forza Horizon 2, you can go into Forza Motorsport 5, you can drive the 2015 Ford Mustang for free. Just put it up, play the game, have a great time in those amazing cars. And as we get further and further down the road, there'll be more and more news about Forza Motorsport 6.
All right, next up we have a very special guest. Joining us right now is Henry Ford III. Henry, pleasure to meet you.
How are you? Good to see you.
Of course.
Absolutely. Good to see you too.
Now, Henry, you're in charge of kind of the performance division. Is that accurate?
I am the performance marketing manager at Ford.
Okay.
Yep. And I'm part of the team that kind of put all this together. A lot of people involved, but it's been so much fun to see all our efforts come together today. And we've got this beautiful GT right in front of us, and it's been a blast to be involved in it. I mean, this car alone speaks for itself. I mean, the ultimate supercar. You've got the next generation of Mustang performance. You've got the next generation of Raptor performance. And then you've got the Focus ST and the Fiesta ST. It's really a lineup that offers something for everybody.
Now, what does it mean to you to have your vehicles in one of the most amazing racing franchises, Forza?
I mean, it's really incredible. I have to admit, it's been a really wonderful partnership, and I have so much more, I think, understanding and respect for everything that goes into creating a realistic and authentic game like Forza, where all of our customers can drive and race these fantastic vehicles in a real-world setting. I mean, it's just phenomenal. It is just such a wonderful thing for us to be involved in. I'm really happy with it.
Now, Dan, you also have to be excited because you get to work with these guys, this amazing company, and people like Henry and his team to bring those vehicles that they created, you guys kind of recreated in the game.
Absolutely, and interestingly enough, the design process, the creative process, have started to converge between how it's done in games and how it's done on cars. And so we really, we were embedded. So frankly, I've been in the bunker,
in
with
the trenches,
guys designing this
down
this
in the
car.
windowless basement.
And honestly, they're just like us, right? So there's an incredible kinship between Turn 10 and Ford, and especially Ford Performance and the ideas that are going into the technology being done here. And now it's about bringing it to life on both teams. Both teams have to get it done, get it perfect, no compromise, really build the experience that our customers deserve.